Hello everyone, this will be the view of game Moral King, and the key was provided by developer. Moral King is based completely on movie. It's interactive movie, so graphics are actually as realistic as possible because this is simply a couple of movie elements put together and connected with a system that we know from point and click adventures. The game is very short and the game is in German, but it has subtitles. Also, there is no options really at all. There is no resolution and no settings for sound, which is rather annoying. The problem with language is that I know German, and when I hear German and I read English, it's very weird. I would prefer if it had 3 separate options for every language, but well, they would have to either make post-synchrons or record everything 3 times, so I kind of understand it. Also, they seem to be native German speakers, so probably that's why. But the game is translated into 3 languages. I guess I'm not sure if this is Russian or no, it's Chinese, I guess. Right. So Chinese and German and English. That's as much as subtitles are concerned, and the movie is recorded in German. It's very short. It's actually finished it in 25 minutes. I'm talking about one playthrough. I'm not talking about all the achievements because there is supposedly 3 endings and a couple of achievements as well. So it might take you longer, but one playthrough can be 25 minutes and you will be done with the game. If you want to hunt all the achievements and see all the endings, probably it will be longer. Hard to say how much longer, but it could be like 2 hours. Alright, because the game is so very short, I'm only going to show you a little bit of it, like maybe one short puzzle and couple of scenes. So let's start it. Starts like this. Literally, it's like a movie. So the story is about this girl being suddenly taken by some knights, which is completely ridiculous, but that's the story. It's like real times, but there are knights, there is a castle, and this guy is supposed to save his beloved one, damsel in distress, we can say. And the castle is situated probably in some city. It's actually very weird that you have all those real world elements, but that's how it's done. You should see it in a moment. By the way, it's lagging for some reason. I'm not sure why, but whatever. Let's leave it as is. Alright, so that's the first scene pretty much. See, there's the castle in the background. Maybe I'll skip it. Okay, so this is the beginning, right? We can look left and right. By the way, he's just looking on his own, I guess. There's an actual guy walking back and forth, probably. I guess it's looped or something, but it's not entirely sure. Yeah, so you can click there, you can click here. Last time I clicked here on this door, and there was probably a way, or at least part of the way, to beat the game. Or we can go there. Let's go there to the night. Let's see what happens. In most cases, you either proceed through the game, or you get caught, or you die, or something like that. Alright. So they are probably catching me already. Right, so this is a failure. We are being caught, put to jail, and that's it. Alright. And if we skip it, we are put back here, right? So this is a sort of autosave. When we fail, we have to do something else. So in this case, we only have 2 options. We can go left or we can go right. So if we go right, we kind of go around the castle without meeting the guard. And there is a guy. We talk to the guy. Oh, there's a whole cutscene, of course, about talking with this guy. So it goes. I'm gonna click through it, hopefully, if I can. And for some reason I can't. I would like to click through it, but I can't. Let's see if escape works. Actually, okay. You can just go with continue. Alright, I'll just let it go. It's quite long, actually. For some reason, I cannot click it through. So we'll just let it run, I guess. Let me just check the recording if it's running correctly. Yeah, it seems to be running correctly. I guess it's also pausing when you're out of the game, you're out tabbing. So the story is short, it's more funny than not. It's probably some sort of German humor, but for me it was slightly funny in some moments. There is very few puzzles. I literally found 2 puzzles in the game. One was with words and another one was with numbers. And I literally found like 2 items in this game. Basically just 2 items, and then that was it. Probably there are Easter eggs or other endings or some options to, well, I didn't beat the puzzle. I mean, I've beaten one puzzle, I didn't beat the other puzzle. So there is probably some iterations, like if you do one puzzle but don't do the other, or if you do both of them, or maybe you can find something hidden. Like, for instance, now I only see this one option to just click there, right? It seems like this is the only way you can do. Oh, I failed. Maybe now you have to click it. He's turned back. Maybe the first time I was caught or something. Yeah, probably have to time it right. And you just go around the castle and try to find the entrance, the solution, right? You are supposed to go all the way up and rescue the damsel somehow. I'm not going to show you the solution because it would make no sense to just spoil everything. That's pretty much the game. So maybe I go out of this. By the way, it saves your progress. At least it should be saving. Right, you can load. Let's see if it works. Yes, it works very nicely. So that's the game. This is pretty much, it's more a project than a game, in my opinion, because it's really short. You could theoretically put it on YouTube and just watch it, like 30 minutes of the whole thing. Treat it kind of like some sort of LARP, or just short funny movie done by some amateurs. The quality is pretty good, the quality of the video, but well, I'm not sure if they are professional actors. They don't think they don't seem to be. But it's not something I would have a problem with. I mean, it was fun to watch and listen to. Well, watch pretty much, because you just watch just like the movie. Well, you have subtitles, but that's also in the movies. And there is little amount of choices you can make. Basically, most choices end up with either failing and reloading the same scene, where you just have to click elsewhere, or you have some optional things that might unlock some achievements or give you another ending. But there isn't really much of it. There is, as I say, kind of like 2 items that I found, and 2 puzzles, and 3 endings, which I found 1. So probably this is between 30 minutes and 2 hours at best, if you want to do everything. This is just my estimation, but the full playthrough of this game just took me 25 minutes. And I wasn't skipping the scenes, I was just watching all of it. Also, I was failing, so if you know what to do, you can probably beat it even faster. So this is below refund time. Also, it's hard to be treated as a game, at least by me. I would say well, it's an interactive movie, pretty much. Little interaction, there's just clicking through the next scene, or choosing maybe one of the 2 options. But mostly, if you fail, you have to well, try elsewhere and then you proceed. Most of the time it's like that. It's either choosing right or choosing wrong. In some cases there's optional stuff. It looks good, of course, because it's high quality movie, so it looks good. I'm not saying it's done professionally, because probably it isn't, but it's not a problem. For some people it might be even more funny. The language, yes, it's German, with subtitles in 3 languages. The length is very short. Can I recommend it? I personally wouldn't buy it because it's too short. For me, it's really low price, like for 2 hours at best. I don't know, 50 cents maybe for this game. and it costs like $2.50. I think it's too much for this little short project. But you might wanna watch it. Well, you might wanna play it if you're interested in stuff like that. It could be fun, but it's literally half an hour. So I don't know. Maybe if you're really into doing full 100% games, then it would take you longer. But even then, even 2 hours of game is really almost nothing. You could pretty much just refund it. Of course, you might want to help developer and praise them, tip them for their work, and actually pay for it. I would say wait for sale. If it's ever on sale, you might want to grab it because it is cheap. If it gets even cheaper, then maybe it's worth grabbing just for lols if somebody is into this. I personally wouldn't invest in it. I'm not into amateur movies or point-and-click adventures. However, I did have fun with it. How much points I would give it? I would actually give it 6 out of 10 because it's strange setting. It's slightly funny. It's slightly interestingly done. Not very professional, but still, it has a little bit of heart, a little bit of nice vibes coming out of it. So I personally had fun playing it, but 25 minutes of gameplay is, to me, it's almost nothing. So can't recommend buying it, especially for full price. The experience was fun, but I don't really play short games for the experience. I rather look for long games to just get enough bang for my buck, instead of just killing half an hour and paying again, because that's ridiculous. You spend all your money very quickly this way. It doesn't mean I don't like it. It was fun. I just can't afford it. I just can't afford paying for something that it's 30 minutes of entertainment. I can have it on YouTube with no problem and no money. So there's just no point. But yeah, it was positive. It was done with some passion, some sense of humor and dedication. I did make some movies myself, so I kind of know what it takes to actually make a scene and prepare everything and do it properly, with probably many takes to do it and do it right, with all the lighting and sound and stuff. So yeah, it takes time. It takes definitely a lot of dedication to actually finish such a project. But calling it a game would be not really what I would agree with. I mean, it is technically a game, right? You can win or lose, you can make choices, you are interacting with it. But for me, it's more like a video project. Quite well done, but still, it's just a small thing that some passionate people did. Maybe they're into reenactments, or maybe they were helping some group that is trying to preserve the medieval history of some times or stuff like that. Really hard to say where it came from. Also, the languages are quite strange. Why Chinese? And well, German and English I understand, but why Chinese? Maybe there are some Chinese people in the cast or something. It's really weird, but whatever. I would say wait for sale. Grab it if you're interested. It can be a fun experience. It was for me, but just be warned that this is an interactive movie that might be only 25 minutes long. Well, as I say, at best 2 hours. So this is pretty much a game below refund time. What else? It is long in terms of downloading, because it's like 10 gigabytes. So it's really big because it probably has HD movie pieces in it. So it might take a while to download. It's quite big. If you have small disk, you might have a problem. Well, these days it's not much of a problem, but generally speaking, 10 gigabytes, you would expect an actual big game, but it's not. It's very short. So you might even download longer than you play it. So it's a little bit ridiculous. So that is it. I don't want to spoil it too much, because if I show you the entire game with all this stuff and dialogue, there will be no point for you to buy it, right? I would just spoil the whole game and give you full solution. I don't want to do it. So I want to leave it for you. If you're interested, you might beat the game yourself, or maybe it will appear on YouTube. It's quite possible. It will probably take like 1 or 2 episodes, the entire thing. So you might want to look there if anybody's playing it. I'm not sure if anybody is, but I did. So that was Moral King, which is point and click adventure interactive movie, very short and in German with English subtitles. I give it 6 out of 10. It's a nice project, but it's not worth buying for the asking price. You might wanna grab it on sale if you're interested. So that will be it, and I'll see you guys in the next review.